So our children are not being challenged, so they become bored. Everybody knows how I stand about Alonzo, and before I fire him, I will criminally indict him along with Governor O'Malley, Nancy Grassman, the incumbent mayor now, and their crew that have known about this systematic institutional racism that has been going on for years. Thank you. The Baltimore Development Corporation needs to be audited first of all, and also need to be dismantled because they have too much power in Baltimore City. But what I notice is that the career politicians that my opponents that sits with me are most likely career criminals because of their alliance with the multi and billionaire developers here and the business community. And so we need to look at this, and these audits are very necessary, especially with the stock market crash. As far as the tax breaks are concerned, I have a big problem when you have multi and billionaires that are getting $160 million tax break. You have developers who sit on the school board who get $8.6 million tax break. Packer is getting $13.6 million. And I can go on and on and on, but I just don't have the time. Thank you. Well, the problem why we didn't have ample enough jobs this summer is because of the mismanagement and misappropriation of funds. That's why it's urgently needed that audits be done on all the budgets. The general operating, the fiduciary, the trust, and the pension. And this is what this current government is not giving people, the public, that particular information because of the kickbacks and the extortion and all the stealing that's going on in this government. It takes us right back to public official accountability. Now, our children, in order, as part of the requirement for school, they have to do a certain amount of community service hours. Well, why not build a bridge between our seniors and our young children, which is our children are our forbidden fruit and our seniors are our forgotten fruit. Why not make that a fruitful harmony with the proper supervision that they can go in and help these seniors who've been left in these senior citizen homes, who don't get visits, who would love to see the children. Because I took my grandchildren, we took roses to people who were not getting any visit, and I'm gonna tell you something, the response was so overwhelming. Right now you have 55% of black males between the age of 18 and 40 who are unemployed. Then if you're not providing jobs, or they're not getting, if the system is not equalized, providing opportunity for these black males, then what do you think they're gonna do? And so then you have a system of influx of minorities, other minorities that have been brought into our community that are being afforded jobs because we have these wealthy developers who are hiring other minorities such as Latinos and Mexicans because they can pay them at a cheaper rate. So what they're doing, they are pitting us against each other, which is not their fault because it's the government who knows that it's illegal to hire illegal aliens. They know that. They know the law. But they have been allowed to increase this in fluctuation into Baltimore City, which knocks the black man out of the box. Now, if they're here legally, that's one thing. But we must abide by the law, and as the CEO of Baltimore City, I will see that that would be done. I think we need to address the drug dealers in the suites. Didn't we just have a police officer, 50 police officers indicted for drug dealing? That's one of the major problems in our community. They're taking it from the drug dealers and selling it themselves. The other piece of that is that I would do it holistically. Why would we turn around and take a drug addict and medicate him? there's a holistic approach that we can take with this, with teaching them proper nutrition, exercise. There are so many ways that we can tackle this problem other than keeping them medicated, because as long as they keep them medicated, they keep them dysfunctional. And that's the problem with our community right now, that we have a dysfunctional community, and then a lot of these drugs are put in our community to keep us in a certain docile state of mind. So we need to look at all of this and address all of these issues and multitask at different levels of how to address this matter. This whole system needs to be revamped. And then you have a you have a government that is talking about a Grand Prix, and we got homeless children. Something is certainly wrong with that picture. These children deserve a home, whether they're with the family, which they have probably not sorted out any other member, because just because there is an internal problem doesn't mean they don't have an aunt that won't take them. And I'm a licensed foster care parent. I've taken in 9 children. So there are people who are willing to bring back the family back together, but you got a system that's set up to design to divide it.